Yo, what's going on everyone? Ignacio here. Hope you guys are having a good day today. Today I have a special guest, Rizu, making a public appearance on her day off, right? So in today's video, we're going to answer the question, are we considering traveling during this pandemic? So I guess to start off, I am going to answer that question. And the only thing I could come up with is like a potential maybe. So my idea is to maybe rent an RV, and then with that, we should be able to go to all these amazing landmarks that our home country, the US, has. So for example, going to Yosemite or going to Yellowstone. And also, since I also mountain bike, it'd be cool to take my bike on those trails and I guess see how those are like. So I guess one of the important things that I'm considering in this is for the RV to have a bathroom, a shower, and a kitchen, just so we can minimize our exposure to COVID and we can try to do everything within the RV. So that's my response. What is your response?
I think that's a good idea, and I would be open to doing that too, but it's kind of expensive to either buy or rent an RV.
How expensive?
Like, if you're gonna rent an RV, like, it would be $150 a day, like a rough estimate.
$150 a day?
Mm-hmm. And so, like, if we're gonna be gone, we wouldn't just be gone a couple days. We would be gone like a month almost. So I don't know if that's, I don't know if that's a good idea. Unless we buy one, but they cost almost as much as house.
Well, I mean, I've seen cheap ones for like, I think the cheapest one I've seen was like 14 grand, but that looked like it would like explode any minute. So I guess a most decent one I saw was like, I think like 40,000, right? Ish, and that did have everything we need, but it wasn't as modern as like, I guess these new ones are.
New ones, yeah.
Yeah, with like built-in Wi-Fi and all this crazy stuff, yeah.
But, so my answer would probably be not to travel right now. And obviously, you know, we could go by car and stay somewhere like in hotels or Airbnbs, but that kind of just increases the risk of getting COVID or, you know, spreading it around.
True.
So that's definitely a no. I wouldn't do it that way at all. So that's why I would just stay home.
Oh. So.
And definitely we wouldn't internationally travel, because as of now you can internationally travel to like a handful of countries. You can still get on a plane, go to the airports and go. But definitely that's a no. I wouldn't do that right now. I think it's still too early to do it. And,
oh yeah, definitely. It's way too early.
And it's just the longer, like the more that people keep traveling domestically or internationally, the longer that we're gonna have to stay like in the state that we are now. And you know, other countries are not gonna open back up to us, so it's just gonna keep getting worse anyways. Right.
So I mean, even if we do my RV idea, we're still gonna do our part in like wear masks, do the social distancing. We're gonna like try to not go to these big city hubs for COVID. So I mean, even since it started, we've always tried to do our part. And even if we were to get it and survive, you know, like we still don't want to spread it to other people that we know that probably wouldn't survive or have a hard time with this disease. So we're still, it's not like we're being considerate of other people, not just ourselves. And I think that's important. I mean, once we get over this, I mean, hopefully soon, then we should be able to go back to our normal, not our normal, but our traveling ideas and stuff, right?
Yeah. And we did want to mention that we did travel during COVID times.
Yeah, not the pandemic. It was just during COVID. So this was early on. What were the dates?
So this was in February. We left like on Valentine's Day for our honeymoon. We went to Egypt and Jordan.
Right.
And so in that time, COVID was actively happening, and it was mainly in China. And there was no cases in America, and in France there was like 2 or 3 cases. Well, we had a layover in France, and then Egypt and Jordan didn't have any cases. But we still made the choice to go at that time. It wasn't a pandemic yet. It was just like,
it was still like kind of China trying to control everything, and all these other countries trying to minimize the spread within their country. Even though if it was like a handful or something, at that time it wasn't considered a pandemic. So we were okay with still doing that, but we still, even during that time, we wore our masks on the plane, during the airport while we were there, and especially in France. While we were there, we had a layover there twice, and even then, during that time, we saw signs all over the airport saying, wear a mask, try not to be too close, cover your mouth.
They were giving like travel advice or travel warnings about the virus, and to limit traveling, I guess. But it was just in the Paris airport. We didn't see anything like that in America when we were leaving, and we didn't see anything like that in Egypt or Jordan.
Yeah, even when we came back here in the US, the airport that we went to, it just seemed like any other normal day.
Yeah.
We just got our bags and left. They didn't even ask us anything like, have you been exposed to COVID or been to countries with COVID? So,
and even in the Paris airport, quite a lot of people had masks on, and even too in Jordan, we saw one guy that had mask and gloves on. So at that time,
he was ready.
Yeah, at that time, people were being very cautious and were still protecting themselves.
Right.
Okay, so then when we came back, like at the end of February. In March, that's when COVID was considered a pandemic, and we just, for the most part, we stayed home. We didn't really go out anywhere. And then I think later in that month is when everything kind of shut down here in the US, and like restaurants closed, stores closed, everything closed.
Yeah, so I was, I guess, fortunate enough to work from home.
And I didn't. My job closed, so I didn't have any work for like 2 months.
So I guess the only thing we could do is just stay home, and sometimes in the afternoon we'd go out and do like a walk, just to I guess be some sort of somewhat active, because we were used to just going to the gym every day, or doing or just being really active. So that kind of like was a little bit of a bummer for us, but other than that, we stayed home, tried to do our part. The only times we went out is to get groceries. That was it. That was it.
Yeah, but even after like stuff started to open up, we still didn't really go out. We didn't really go out to restaurants, and I mean, we only go to stores if we need something. So we're still trying to just stay here and not really go out that much.
Right. So I guess the next thing for us to, I guess, ask ourselves is what our next destination is after COVID. So for sure we have like a big list of places that we want to go, but I think just to start out, just for us to feel a little bit more comfortable, is probably go to
Mexico.
Yeah. So
and, well, I think the reason is because Mexico's just so close to us. If anything were to happen or whatever, we would be pretty close. It's like a couple hours flight away. But I think that would just be our next destination, just to kind of see what traveling is after COVID, if we do ever get to travel again.
And I think Mexico for us would be a pretty cool place. I've never been there as a tourist. I've been there to visit family or whatnot. So this would be pretty cool. Even though I did get to see some pyramids near Mexico City, I haven't been to like the southern states, where I hear there's like more of these pyramids and more, I guess, cultured people of Mexico. I guess that's the best way I can describe it. But plus, I want to go there for the food. Personally, I think they still have the best food in the world, so that'd be pretty cool to try new things in Mexico. Okay, so that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, consider subscribing, and please, if you really liked the video, make sure to give it a like. It would really help us out with the YouTube algorithm. We're also going to be making more videos like this where we sit down and ask some questions that some of you guys have asked us before. So with that out of the way, hope you guys have a good day today, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.